Alright, so it's the next day. I've got everything done that I wanted to get done. Everything's been scrubbed, cleaned, painted. Went ahead and sanded down the rotors because they're very, very rusty. Bent these things back as much as I could. I mean, obviously there's still some bends in them, but they fit. I think those will work just fine. Brake pads, I just scrubbed them, and then I just scrubbed all the gunk off them and then hosed them down with brake clean. So those will need new caliper grease when I go to put them on, which is not a big deal. This is the original lug wrench that was actually in the fender when the car was hit. Didn't have any damage except this end is kind of faced towards the bottom, and it's cupped at the end, so kind of built up with rust right there. So I just scrubbed the rust off and hit the end with a little black paint. Most of this is for rust prevention, really, and so it's easier to work with. If you've ever worked on an old greasy car, it's not fun at all. So I'm trying to clean up as much of the grease everywhere that I can. All the old hardware has been run through the ultrasonic. Didn't get a lot of the rust out, so all the really rusty stuff I dumped in a little bucket of evapor rust. Gonna give that a couple days, and that stuff's real good. That should take care of the rust without a problem. I don't know how much of this hardware I'm gonna reuse. Anything that comes new with the new parts, I'm gonna use the new parts, obviously. But I don't want to throw anything out until I'm sure I don't need it. I ordered everything I could possibly think of, probably about $1,500 into this project at this point. For the new fender, it comes in just a primed black color, so I went ahead and got some perfect match. This is Wimbledon white. Not the most professional way to do it, but the whole truck needs a paint job, so if I just want one fender to sort of match, this will do the job for now. The only issue I had finding parts is I was only able to find one original rim. That's also going to get the perfect match painted onto it because they come bead blasted. Both front rims are bent, so I've got to keep an eye out for another rim. No luck trying to bend the bumper back, so I'm going to have to debate whether I want to try to find another way to bend that one back or drop the $200 or $300 on a new front bumper, which I don't really want to do. I waited to do this until after I painted these, so that paint wouldn't get down into the bearing race area, but I'm going to try to tap out the opposite side from this side, flip it over, and then tap out this side. We'll see if it works. Try to avoid buying another tool. Shout out to Hand Tool Rescue. Piece of cake. There's the bearing race. The new bearings come with replacement races, so I don't need these. Knocking out the race, just push the seal right on out, so you don't have to take this out separate. I also ordered new seals. Here's the old ball joint versus the new ball joint. It's about 64 thou or 75 thou. Way off. Come on, 1A. Alright, so after a little hunting, I was able to find the correct part. I also upgraded the lower ball joint since I was spending money anyway.